was a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child, I did things like a child, I behaved like a child, and it was okay. When I became an adult, I gave up childish ways. That is 1 Corinthians 13:11. In Acts 17 verse 30, especially the Message version said, there was a time that God overlooked some kind of ignorance because people did not know any better. But now He's like, no more. I am judging their ignorance, I'm judging their doings, because it's no more ignorance. They know better, so they must do better. It's actually judgment time when it comes to a diet, because your body keeps the score and actions have consequences. So in this video, I want to share 3 things that you must start to think different about and do better, because now you know better. You know, dear parent, that every time you fed your kiddos, you're actually feeding them life or death. You have your work cut out for you, and it is time to be intentional. Listen, a health crisis is here. And even though everyone who has not been intentional about their health will be victims, our precious children will be the worst hit if we do not equip them from today, literally, to be wellness champions. So, for the love of all things bright, beautiful, lovely, and healthy, get yourself and all your sweet friends into this 2-day wellness revival, where I and my panelists, who we're calling wellness revivalists, will be equipping you to raise wellness champions right from your home and your kitchen. So, nourishing bodies, flourishing futures. Let's do this. See you in the program. Shalom, best. Welcome to your best life with Eziaha. My name is Eziaha Balaji Olojo, and I'm a health mindset coach. I help you change not just what you eat, what you do, but how you think. Because I believe that if I change how you think about your health, your food, your exercise, your body, then you will start to do better. In a way that whatever you start to do, you do forever, because you change something here. So at CoachE Nation, the goal is forever results in a for-purpose body, a body that's built and fit for purpose. So in this video, I want to share 3 things that we must start to think differently about, because now you know better. We can no longer afford to think a certain way about this thing, like it is no longer allowed. So I'm sure when you hear them, you're like, yeah, I was thinking a different way, but now I'm going to start to think another way. Number 1, I can eat anything and not gain weight. And you're okay with it. As in, you're fine. So how can you be happy with that? Let me give you this analogy. Let's say they gave 3 of us $1 million, and then there's one person who is like, I'm just going to spend it anyhow. You buy car, you buy house, you buy this, you go for parties, you travel. And every time you make a debit from that account, when you get an alert, you still see $1 million. $1 million. You buy something major, $1 million. $1 million always remaining. You will call your bank and be like, what's going on? Why am I not seeing the impact of this? That's exactly what happens if you are eating crap and it's not showing on your body. Your money is going down. You should actually pray that it shows. You should be like this wise person who called the bank to say, hey, there's something wrong with your system. It's not showing me that I'm making all of these deductions. Because one day, if you're just in the $1 million, you're like, yeah, I still have plenty of money. One day you put in your card and you say, your account is not sufficient for this transaction. And you don't want that. That's exactly what can happen with your body. Hey, when you're just eating, and nothing is happening. You're not gaining weight, you're not sick. The body keeps the score. So don't be happy about it. Like, think again about it. Then the ones that even annoy me is the ones that now say, you're lucky. No matter what you eat, you're still slim. I wish I was like you. If you ever say that again, you can't wish you were like them. You should be happy that the moment you eat anything, your body reacts. That's how my body is. 2 days I'll gain weight. And I love it because it keeps me in check. So it's like you're getting the constant alerts like, hey, $1 million now, $800,000, $500,000, $50,000. Oh, the money is finished. And then you adjust. That's how your body should function. So please don't be happy that I can eat anything and not gain weight. And please don't envy them and be like, I wish I was like you. because one day the body will come and it will show you a red because your account balance is now 0 or in negative, and you don't want that. Okay, so start to rethink that. Rethink it. You know, when I see people who are slim without making an effort, I'm like, okay. When I see people who are slim and they're making an effort, I respect them even more because they have a tendency to blow up, but they're putting in discipline and hard work to maintain it. So you actually have to put in the work, whether it shows or not, because inside it is showing. So you must start to change how you think about that. The second is closely related to it, and that is Fitfam and weight loss, and all this health coaching is for only those that are fat and want to lose weight. How are we thinking like that? Okay, think about Ronaldo or any correct basketball player. Do you know that all these professional players, they have coaches? Because they're so good, they need a coach to really stay good and stay at top of their game. So they can't say, oh, I'm so good, I don't need a coach anymore. No, that's why you need a coach. So when you start hearing a weight loss coach or a health coach talk, don't be like, oh, it's not for me, it's for you. It is for everybody. Like, who shouldn't be interested in their health? Who doesn't want updated knowledge? Who doesn't want to know what the stats are showing? Who doesn't want to know what the trends are? Certainly not you. You want to know. So don't be like, it's for only those who want to lose weight. They've come again. It's for them. It's for you. Stop saying it's for them. It's for you. And then there are also some people very closely related to that who just feel like it's only health coaches and weight loss coaches that can be slim. I mean, all of us cannot be slim like those people. Who are those people? You are those people. All of us can be healthy. All of us should be healthy. So don't just be like, oh, it's not for me. It's for you. It's for me. It is for all of us. So next time you see a health coach speaking, listen. Because she's going to tell you, or he is going to tell you what would help your health. Because you don't only want to be well, you want to stay well and healthy for the longest of time. So think professionally. Ronaldo needs many coaches. You too need coaches for your health. So don't just leave it for those who want to lose weight, it's for all of us. Now the third thing I want you to start to rethink how you think about it. Rethink how you think about it, because now knowledge has come. In fact, there are many aspects I could cover on this, but I'll stay on one. Is that when you are pregnant, you suddenly cannot do any other thing and it's okay to gain weight. How? By the grace of God, at least I have 2 children. I've been pregnant thrice, I lost 1. But the remaining 2, I have 2 children. 1 I had vaginally, 1 CS. But 1 I gained 40 kg. Over 1 I gained under 12 kg. And that's because I just went with the flow of when you're pregnant, you can eat for 2. I remember in the hospital then they said, you can't eat for 2. That second person you're eating for, how tiny is that baby in your womb? And you want to eat for 2. So some people, if they eat, and this is the example she gave us in the hospital, if they eat 100 naira rice, they will not start eating 300 naira rice. Meanwhile, you want to move to 120 naira rice. Wow! But some of us will just eat 3 and we say I'm pregnant. No, you're not pregnant. It's not pregnancy. Now, granted, pregnancy comes with different kinds of things happening to your body. But stop and think, is this really pregnancy or is this a discipline problem? When you think that way, you actually bring awareness and you start to make better choices. And because I've actually coached through prenatal and postnatal periods, I see how women just ride it. And again, it will seem like, oh, you're judging, but why would I be judging? Like, what would I get? Is it not better for me to close my mouth? And if you're big and you lose and you gain so much weight, it doesn't impact me in any way. So when I talk about this, because I want to help you. So I was in a meeting one time, and then it was a meeting for moms, and I was just telling them how it's possible that all of us here, you have your baby. So from pregnancy, so you carry that same habit to after you have your baby, you're breastfeeding, you're just gaining weight. 3 years later, you look up and you're like, wow. And one of the moms there was like, that's exactly her case. Because it was just like, oh, we'll permit you. Of course you're pregnant. Of course you're just about to have a baby. Of course you just had a baby. Of course you're breastfeeding. 5 years. Your child is even independent and has left you. But you're still dealing with it. So please change the way you think about pregnancy and breastfeeding and nursing. Because pregnancy is not a sickness. Pregnancy doesn't mean eat for 3, eat for 2. No, it's not a literal thing. I remember something I studied, something I learned when I was doing my prenatal and postnatal certification. It talks about how the body is so efficient that when you're pregnant, it expands in its capacity to do better for you. So you're not breathing for 1, you're breathing for 2. You don't have strength for 1, you have strength for 2. Now this for a healthy pregnancy. So your body is not just like leaving you at the same level that you're pregnant. No, it actually expands to fit the new demands. So you to adjust to it, because a lot of things is in your mind. You just believe that once I'm pregnant, think of all those market women. They are pregnant, they're still carrying their load. They're still moving up and down. They're still very active till they give birth. But we with a privileged life, we're just like, if once your pen falls, to pick it up, no, someone has to pick it up for you. No, we're pregnant, we're not sick. And those same market women, when they have the baby, you see them very soon, they're back to work. Because there's nobody that's giving them 3 months maternity leave. Of course, I'm not knocking your 3 months maternity leave. It's good. 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, it's good. But make it count. Make it count. That's not the time to gain all the weight. I know you can do it. Like, don't gain all the weight then. Because those market women, they go back to work. So let's not take privilege as license to just let our bodies go. Because you don't want to look up after 3 years and you're like, what happened? Again, I'm not knocking your leave. Your leave can even be about rest. Like, this 6 months I'm going to rest. That's fine. That's your goal. You can be like, I'm going to achieve this, whatever it is. But make sure that the only thing that comes out is not just that you gained weight. They are like, I'll lose the weight after. For 3 years, 5 years, we're still there. You can do better. So please, these 3 things, you must start to rethink them. When you see someone who eats without gaining weight, and they're like, I can't eat anything and not gain weight. It's not true. Or you see someone who, and you're like, I envy her, don't envy her. Or you see someone who thinks, all these weight loss coaches and health coaches, they're only for people who want to lose weight. That's not true. And of course, because you're pregnant doesn't mean that you are sick. You are healthy, you are strong, and you are amazing. So I hope you start to rethink differently about these videos. And I'll see you in my next video. Until then, keep living in the shalom of God, because the shalom of God contains all of the prayers and all of the blessings. God bless you. Discuss it. Yeah, babe. Okay. All these, what do you call them, the experts. You too need many Please check the sound. That's 1 Corinthians 13. You need a coach to be, okay,